number 2 role still up for grabs? Are you guys still competing for that number 2 role?
Number 2 role?
Like number 2 string quarterback. The back.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, bro, I really don't look into that. I don't care. Whenever it's time for me to get out there and play.
Yes.
And will he kind of be the backup?
Joe will start the game. Dylan will play second. Shedeur will play third.
Adversity, things is going to knock you down sometimes. But the main thing about it is you just got to push through it. There's a lot of people in this world that's going through stuff. But, I'm playing for a lot more than just me.
Shedeur will line up 5th. Shedeur Sanders is done listening to all the talk. After Kevin Stefanski officially pushed him down to 3rd string quarterback behind Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur didn't flinch, didn't panic, and sure as hell didn't back off. Instead, he clapped back with confidence, making it clear he's not worried about labels or outside noise. His message: critics can run their mouths all they want, but when the spotlight is on, he'll outshine everyone. Shedeur isn't wasting a second on drama. He's locked in, focused, and ready to let his play silence everyone. The moment he steps onto that field,
whenever it's time for me to get out there and play, I'm going to play. Whenever it's time for the lights to come on, I'm going to do my thing. I'm not concerned about when it is. I'm not concerned about, how many reps I'm getting at this point is what it is. Because I know when the lights come on, when everything go on, when the pressure's on, you know who I am. And I'm always be that way.
Shedeur isn't losing a single night's sleep over Stefanski's comments or the spot he's been shoved into. He's certain that the second he gets a shot, Stefanski will be forced to rethink everything. To Shedeur, the practice snaps and outside noise don't mean a thing, because he knows exactly who he is and what he brings to football. His mindset is clear. When the real pressure hits and the lights are blazing, that's when he'll step up and shut every critic down. He's not trying to prove it on social media or anywhere else. The field is where he'll drop his answer. Shedeur has made it clear this isn't only about him. While others may be chasing stats or playing for their own shine, he's carrying something bigger. He sees his fans as part of his fight, not just spectators. He's faced storms before, and each time he's found a way to rise higher. That same mentality is fueling him now. He's locked on to every opportunity, refusing to let any slip away. His message couldn't be clearer: the grind never stops. And just like he's done his entire life, he's ready to push harder and prove himself all over again.
The main thing about it is you just got to push through it. There's a lot of people in this world that's going through stuff, but, I'm playing for a lot more than just me, so regardless of pain, that's always how I've been, even in college, so in high school and everything from when I was young, regardless of physically, if I don't feel my best, I still got to go out there and, execute with no excuses.
Shedeur Sanders admitted that his whole outlook on life has changed since landing in Cleveland. For him, just stepping onto the field and practicing every day feels like a blessing, something he once only dreamed about. He said patience is everything, and he's fully willing to wait for his shot. But when that chance finally comes, he plans to grab it with both hands and never let go. Until then, he's locked on the grind, working harder than ever to make sure he's fully ready when his time arrives. Shedeur clapped back at his critics, saying he doesn't see this situation as a setback at all. In fact, he views it as a golden opportunity. To him, this is precious time to sharpen his game, stay locked in, and prepare for the storm ahead. He made it crystal clear that when his moment finally comes, he'll put everything on the line and prove to the world exactly what he's capable of.
I would say I learned life in a different perspective, and that's why I come here. I'm happy. I always got good energy because, I'm blessed to come out here every.
And the truth is, Shedeur is backing up every word he said. In his latest training session, he showed exactly what cooking looks like. Even though he started a little slow while shaking off the effects of his injury, he quickly locked in and found his rhythm. By the end, his throw stole the entire spotlight, easily becoming the highlight of practice, proving he's steadily climbing back to form. That single play wasn't just a touchdown pass, it was a statement about Shedeur's growth and mindset. It reminded everyone of the poise, accuracy, and vision that separate him from the rest. Every detail of that moment, the way he scanned the field, trusted his mechanics, and executed with precision, showed he's not just running drills, he's preparing for something far bigger. It was the type of throw that forces coaches to rethink, wins over teammates, and makes critics second-guess themselves. Shedeur Sanders then answered Dylan Gabriel's remarks with calm and maturity. He said that even though Gabriel tried to clarify the comments weren't aimed directly at him, it never crossed his mind to waste energy dwelling on it. Shedeur explained that he believes God gave him the strength to stay grounded and not react to every little word people throw his way. For him, the outside noise doesn't matter. His focus is steady and his attitude is simple. People can say what they want. Still, despite his calm words, his body language told a louder truth. The way he carried himself made it clear he knew those shots were aimed at him. But instead of letting it rattle him, he turned it into quiet fuel. His calmness wasn't about pretending nothing happened. It was about proving he's bigger than petty back and forths. Deep down, Shedeur knows the real answer won't come from a press conference or a soundbite. It'll come the moment he steps on the field and lets his game do all the talking.
Honestly, I don't even think about nothing. I don't think about anything. If it's not words or anything, at this point, it can't do anything to me. I know, the God put the ability and the power within me to not even think about nobody else's comments, not care. It is what it is. I spoke with him. He said, nah, bro, that wasn't. He said, that wasn't. He told me on the plane. He came up. He was like, nah, bro, that wasn't at you. I see how they trying to spin. I'm like, oh, all right. I'm not tripping. Regardless of whatever it was, I don't.
And he's absolutely right. Not every comment deserves his energy. There will always be those so-called glory chasers who trash someone when times get rough, only to flip sides the second success shows up. The same people throwing shade now will be the ones scrambling to ride his wave once he proves them wrong. And you can bet Colin Cowherd will be first in line, because right now he's going all in against Shedeur Sanders. He hasn't missed a single chance to take shots, piling on doubt when others are already questioning him. Cowherd even went as far as saying Stefanski finally got it right by bumping Gabriel up to the second spot and dropping Shedeur to third, calling it a smart, safe move that proves Stefanski's so-called sharp instincts as one of the NFL's best coaches. But let's be real, it's impossible to ignore how quick Cowherd is to write Shedeur off, almost like he's rooting for him to crash instead of giving him a fair shot to show what he's capable of. And Cowherd didn't stop there. He doubled down, mocking Shedeur and the fans who ride with him. He pointed out that more than half a dozen NFL teams were starving for a starter and over a dozen needed a reliable backup, yet none of them picked Shedeur. Cowherd made sure to hammer home that Shedeur was drafted in the 5th round, while Gabriel went in the 3rd. To him, that's the final word. The league has already spoken loud and clear about how they see Shedeur. His supporters may have brushed that off before, but now, the way Cowherd frames it, they can't run from the truth any longer.
And many of us believe Jimmy Haslam, the owner of the Browns, is the one that nudged the front office into drafting him. So the Browns drafted Gabriel 2 rounds before. So you can run to your Reddit board and dogpound.com and say it's a conspiracy, but the whole league told you he's a 5th round quarterback. And the Browns are telling you, Kevin Stefanski, who won 11 games in 2023 with nonsense in a division with the Ravens, in the AFC. He's like his 3rd string quarterback.
Shedeur Sanders' journey in Cleveland is shaping up to be all about resilience, focus, and quiet determination. Even after being dropped to 3rd string behind Gabriel, Shedeur hasn't let outside opinions or depth chart rankings distract him. From the start, he's made it clear that his eyes are locked on the bigger picture. His growth, his preparation, and the moment he finally gets his chance under the lights. Every setback or piece of criticism isn't seen as defeat, but as fuel to grind harder and sharpen his edge. His latest training sessions prove that mindset is real. Even while coming back from injury, he quickly found rhythm, delivering throws that stole the show in practice, including a perfect touchdown pass that highlighted his accuracy, calmness, and confidence. Shedeur's maturity also shows in how he deals with teammates, rivals, and critics. Whether it's Gabriel's comments or media chatter, he stayed grounded, crediting his strength to faith and focus. He knows the noise is part of the game, but he's committed to letting his play speak louder than anything said about him. Meanwhile, critics like Colin Cowherd keep making headlines, hammering Shedeur as a 5th round pick who got overlooked for a reason. But Shedeur refuses to let that define him. He knows success isn't measured by instant recognition or draft rankings. It's measured by perseverance, preparation, and performance. And when the spotlight finally finds him, as he keeps training, improving, and embracing every chance, it's becoming clear Shedeur Sanders is ready to make his potential undeniable. The path might be tough, but his focus, discipline, and mentality prove he can rise above the doubt, silence critics, and stamp his name in the NFL. What do you think about Shedeur Sanders' mindset and approach so far? Do you believe his patience and focus will pay off when he finally gets the nod on the field? How much do you think outside noise like Colin Cowherd's shots really affect a young quarterback? Or does it just fuel him more? Are you confident Shedeur has what it takes to rise above the hate and prove himself in the NFL? Subscribe to our channel for the latest updates, exclusive insights,